Riley smashed this old She-Hulk book so they never use it again.
Today we delve into the file from the Agent Archives on the second life of Elizabeth Betty Ross, aka Red She-Hulk.
How's it going, y'all? Rowdy Riles back with another video. So, coming to you with some Marvel Legends again today, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because Marvel Legends did it again. They released a dud on an older buck, while it being one of the only versions of this character they've released, and probably the only one they'll do for a while. So suckers like me are like, well, I don't have that character, so I'm gonna buy it. And that's what I gotta get away from, because Hasbro, that ain't it. But today, I haven't seen any videos on her actually yet. Today we have Marvel Legends Red She-Hulk. It is reuse of that green angry She-Hulk with the tattered pants and shirt. Well, the gray She-Hulk that they made a green She-Hulk. And then of course they have the new She-Hulk body, which they should have used for this, but they didn't. They used the old one. So with all that being said, let's take a close look at the box and we'll get this bad girl open. Taking a look at the front of the box, it says Marvel Legends Series Red She-Hulk, and we've got Hulk in the red and gray down there at the bottom. On this side, we've got some artwork of Betty Ross's Red She-Hulk, although it does not match the figure, which is funny because they always do that. On the back, we've got artwork which mostly matches the figure. I think it's from Thunderbolts. I think it's from a cover from Thunderbolts, and that's Elektra's side that she has. But yeah, it's a single release, so there's no other figures in this wave. And it says Marvel Legends Series Red She-Hulk. Manipulated by her father and enemies of the Hulk, Betty Ross Banner undergoes her own gamma conversion, letting her rage transform her into Red She-Hulk. Blurby, blurby, blurb. Open window with a little headshot there at the bottom. Top of the box. Bottom of the box. And with all that being said, Riley smashed this old She-Hulk book so they never use it again. Hulk smash!
Betty was commonly known as the daughter of high-ranking Air Force General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, and as the once wife of Dr. Bruce Banner.
Oh, here's our quote-unquote new Red She-Hulk. You grab this figure out and it just feels dated. Like the plastic feels bad, the mold is not very articulated. There's just, you know, it's a disappointment. It sucks. At least it was regular retail price, which is still too expensive. $27.99. So 30 bucks. People were like, oh, how much do you think she's going to be? Is it going to be deluxe? And it's like, better not be deluxe, because the last two She-Hulks were regular priced. $24.99, actually. And the Fantastic Four She-Hulk came with just as many accessories and was on the same body. So I don't understand why they used this old She-Hulk body. And like, even the head sculpts are reused. I don't think either of these head sculpts are new, because I know that the gray She-Hulk came with, I think they just changed the hair for this Betty here, for this like neutral face, because the green repaint of the gray She-Hulk came with two head sculpts. It came with the angry one, which is right here, and then it came with the like neutral one, which she has on, but it's got different hair. I'm pretty sure it's got different hair. I don't have those old figures, so I can't compare them one to one. But obviously she's got single jointed arms, double jointed pinned knees, no torso articulation whatsoever, and just, oh, I mean, does she have the upper chest? At least she has the upper chest. I lied. She has a little bit. But other than the chest overlay and the new hair, and maybe like one new set of hand, or the whole new set of hands, there's nothing new here. It is exactly a repaint of that red and gray She-Hulk, which is just sad when we have other bodies they could have used. But black and red, that's Betty's colors, is Red She-Hulk. The outfit is whatever. It's what she looked like. She got torn pants, torn gloves, got the torso overlay, and yellow eyes. We got the red streaks in the black hair, which looks nice, but it's just so much reuse. And it's sad because Red She-Hulk, she's cool. You should want to treat her better than that. You should want to give her an actual good figure when you have, especially when you have another She-Hulk body. But this is Hasbro we're talking about, and this is the main problem that I have with them. It's just so much blah reuse. Like, I understand reuse keeps the cost down, but when you're sacrificing a figure that you haven't made for a long time and you probably won't make for another long time, it's just, why? Just put in the effort, especially as a separate fan channel release that's not in a wave. You don't have the wave constrictions as far as the tooling, quote unquote. So I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. We've got some silver accents painted on the zipper and the buckle. And other than that, it's just black and red. So Not a whole lot, but at least we have Red She-Hulk, right? Yay. Taking a look, let me make sure she's standing up straight before I do that. Stand up, Betty. And those feet are so weak. Those ankles suck. Gosh. I'm a sucker. I'm such a sucker. I was like, oh yeah, but I don't have Red She-Hulk. But I don't have Red She-Hulk. Stupid Riley. 7 1/4 inches to the top of her poofy hair. All right, articulation, which is head goes forward. Nothing, nada. Backward, nada, because of the hair. Side to side, nada. Shoulders come up over 90 degrees, so that's nice. No butterfly joints. Bicep cut, single jointed elbow that at least comes in that far, so that's decent. Torso comes forward and backward. Backward more, actually, which is surprising. Forward, not so much. No waist swivel. It's all done in the torso. We got wrist pegs, of course. Legs come forward that far. To the side, back, not at all. Can't even kick her butt. Sculpt gets in the way. At least we get a thigh cut. No boot cut. We get toe rockers. And yeah, like maybe they should have included the gun that she had on the cover as well. And some combat boots, just so she wasn't trying to stand on these weak little toesies that she's got. I don't know. Articulation is really not there, you know, as compared to this one where there's more. Like, it's not a lot more, but those pinless double elbows make a difference. We get some side to side movement on that body. We get a boot cut on the new She-Hulk as well. Like, they could have used this body. Like, they could have made some new legs, just sculpted new legs, and not even full new legs, just this part to connect to. If they wanted to do barefoot, whatever, well, they'd have to do all new legs. But you know, this is just a better figure. It really is. And there's a reason I got rid of the old She-Hulks, because I didn't like them. I thought that they sucked. So, but this is Hasbro we're talking about. All right, accessories. So this is 1-to-1 reuse. This head sculpt right here is 100% reuse from the red and gray She-Hulk. Not even a new hair sculpt. They just changed the colors, painted it up differently. Whoa. Trying to do this all in one take here. The other head sculpt, like I said, I'm pretty sure the face is reused and the hair is new. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't have the old figure. Like I said, I got rid of that. Then we get Tusai, which is, I mean, whatever. We have so many of these. These are Electra size. She stole them from her after she knocked her out, I'm pretty sure. So we get those. And then we get the open posing hands that she has on. Well, she's got one gripping hand. And then we get two of these hands, essentially, left and right. We get a left and a right fist as well, which they're painted, they're sculpted. I think they're new, unless it's just painted on there. Nope, it's just painted on there. It's not sculpted on. I lied. And then we get painted on fingers on the gripping hands as well, and we get two of those. And that is it for the accessories.
However, her years in close contact with the man otherwise known as the Hulk meant she was exposed to the gamma radiation that gave him power, and it was slowly killing her.
First of all, for scale and comparison, here she is with Red Hulk, her dad, obviously, Thunderbolt Ross, and then She-Hulk, and you can see that the new She-Hulk body is taller, bulkier. It's just got, it's fine to have variations in the body type, but even if they wanted to do reuse, they could have just reused the torso and made new arms and legs. Like, that's, you know, that's the thing. It's like, why are you cutting corners on a single release? It's not even in a wave, so you can't be like, oh, well, the Bat figure, all that. No, you could have just retooled this and had another female body that you could use. But no, let's just reuse the old one we've already used twice. That's almost like 7 or 8 years old at this point, probably. I digress. Here she is with Maximum Hulk and Captain America, with Spider-Man and Wolverine, Elektra and Daredevil, with Rhea Ripley and Rowdy Riles, and lastly with Gun Girl and Cover Girl. And with all that being said, y'all, I guess we're really just par for the course when it comes to Hulk releases. You know, it's a bunch of reuse, barely any updates, even with the Maximum Hulk. I'm surprised that Professor Hulk is all new as far as the body and stuff, at least the legs. So, you know, it's like, why don't they care about Hulk like we do? Why don't they want to give it the love and attention to detail that it deserves? I don't know. So, is it worth the $27.99? No. But it's the only Red She-Hulk I'm going to get. I'm a sucker. Y'all know how it be with the Hasbro game. Like, oh yeah, offer them a version that's not perfect, and then eventually we'll make the perfect version a couple years later when they really, really want it and prices are way through the roof. And yeah, that's just why it's harder to justify purchasing a Marvel Legends at this point. It's just like, there's not enough new here. You're not doing enough for the consumer. You're just trying to meet your bottom line. So do I think this is worth it? No. But as a reviewer, as someone who collects Marvel Legends, as someone who enjoys Hulk comics, it's like, I want Red She-Hulk, so I grabbed her. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, whether you agree or disagree. Check out my new subreddit, Figure Fanatics, r/Figure Fanatics. Like the video. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a channel member for 99 cents. Let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, do all that stuff. Keep your head up, stay brave, be kind to your local LGBTQ+ community. If you're protesting, be extra super duper safe. I love y'all. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.
Just wait 1 minute. I'm watching this new Rowdy Rawls video and it's really awesome. I don't want to miss it.
It's like this chick that reviews action figures and it's really freaking cool.
Yes, I think they saw some videos and there's some really good contents out there, you know?
She reviews the ponies and stuff because you knows I love ponies.
She doesn't review ponies. It's freaking cool stuff, Toki.